David, we're here at New Mexico Tech, and we've got another science experiment going on. One of the common myths that gets circulated around the gun shop is that shooting in the rain doesn't have any impact on the bullet, right? A lot of times it's, well, the shock wave in front of the bullet clears the way. Rain, even if it does touch the bullet, rain never touches the bullet. Even if it does touch a bullet, has no impact. So what we've got is a simulated rainstorm.
Correct.
And then a whole bunch of really smart-looking stuff. So what is this going to do?
So basically, we've got a linear rainstorm, so we have the most chance of hitting droplet with Schlieren imagery, which is going to provide us with visuals of the shock wave of the bullet, so we can see if the rain is disturbed by the shock wave.
Okay.
And if the bullet strikes a raindrop, we'll actually see what happens, where that goes. We'll see it all.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm really excited to see if this will actually work. We don't know what's going to happen. So let's put a few rounds down range and see how it all shakes out.
Yeah, let's see what we get.
All right. All right, David, we've got some fascinating footage of what we know now is our bullet colliding with a raindrop. So let's check it out. What do we got?
First off, you got the bullet entering your line of sight there.
Right.
It's headed straight for that raindrop.
Right. So it looks like the raindrop's a little bit above, so it's going to hit on the top half of the bullet. If you look super close, you can just see the shock wave for the bullet is still nice and tight, and impact is imminent.
Very much. So next frame, you can see that the raindrop actually went straight through the shock wave without anything, and then contacted the bullet itself.
Contact on the top half, I would anticipate this is going to start to deflect a little bit down.
Right. So in the very next frame, you have the raindrop is completely destroyed, and you've actually got a shock wave coming off of that water as it's receiving energy from the bullet.
Right. So, we've been looking at shock waves come off the bullet. They're nice and straight and angular. And if you look, you can see one curves along here, and then it also curves along the top. So that creates some turbulence now that our bullet has to fly through.
In addition to that, it's taken energy from the bullet.
Okay.
So we go further out, you can actually see that shock wave expanding, and you can already see the nose of the bullet is yawing down.
Right. In fact, we had some of your smart guys here analyze it, 3.2 degrees downward yaw.
And then as we continue forward, you can see that is continuing to expand outward. And now we've got shockwave lines that are still containing waves, so we've actually disturbed the shockwave front on that bullet.
Right, so it's not like it's an impact and it's over. I mean, it's carrying the effects of that impact through the flight of the bullet. So a couple of things we can take away from this segment. Anybody says the shockwave of the bullet pushes the raindrop out of the way, that's incorrect. Anybody says the raindrop impacting the bullet has no effect on the bullet, that is also incorrect. This is a 308 projectile, and we calculated it out at 100 yards. It would have a difference of point of impact shift of about 2 feet, which is, of course, incredibly significant. So a little bit of truth coming to you from New Mexico Tech.